Hi, and welcome to The Piece of Persistence. I'm your host, Abigail Wright, and today I'm coming to you from the beautiful Hudson Valley in upstate New York, where I just woke up, and it's hard not to notice all of the beauty around me. I'm here rehearsing and getting ready to perform in the opera Iris with Bard Summerscape. And it's just so gorgeous. Outside my window is a mountain range and beautiful sculpture and a farm. It really doesn't get more beautiful than this. So it's very easy for me to wake up, do my morning meditation, and take notice of all the beautiful things around me. And that's what I want to talk about today. If you've been following our series, or even if you haven't, this is the third part of a 5-part series of the 5 ways to well-being. The first 2 were to connect and to be active. And the third one, which we're covering today, is again to take notice. So in that spirit, I propose the first thing you do is a little experiment on yourself for one day. Just take notice. If you want, write it down so that you can figure it out at the end of the day and see how well you did. Or if you want, just be in the moment for the day and observe yourself. Check out your normal everyday activities. Are you actually in the moment, noticing the things around you wherever you are? Or are you distracted? Are you thinking about what just happened? Are you thinking about the past? Are you thinking about your future? Either the next step you're gonna take, the next thing that you're gonna buy, further steps down the road, what you're gonna do with your career, that sort of thing. Where do your thoughts lie most of the time? And aside from your thoughts, what are you doing with your time? If you're on the subway, are you tethered to your device all the time? Are you reading? If you're reading, are you present in the story and enjoying it? Or are you also distracted by all the other things happening? Even if you're watching TV, you can be in the moment watching TV. So if you have like a favorite television show, are you sitting and watching it and enjoying it? And enjoying the people around you watching it? Or are you playing Candy Crush while you watch your favorite TV show? It's a really funny thing to just be in the moment in our day where we're so surrounded by all of this technology and all of these distractions and so many people and so much social media and so many ways to connect. It can get really overwhelming, which is why it's so important to stop and take notice. After you've done your experiment on yourself and you've seen, okay, this is where I am, give yourself some small goals and take small steps to make big change. The first thing I recommend is to meditate. 5 to 10 minutes a day will help. It actually has been shown to change your thoughts and your behavior and your demeanor just to meditate 5 to 10 minutes a day. And I guarantee you that it will help to train you to be more present in your daily life as well. The second little step that you can take, one of my favorite gurus, as it were, is my acting coach, Josh Pais. He also teaches entrepreneurs and anyone who really wants to be more confident and creative in their life. He teaches this amazing class called Committed Impulse. And it's all about allowing yourself to use the energy inside of you to exact change in your life and to be present. So he has this great way of doing it, which is just to say to yourself, I'm back, every time you notice that you've gone somewhere else with your thoughts. And it's kind of funny, you might want to just try it on your own at first or with your loved ones, but it's great in the classes because everybody has to do it. So you will be talking or he'll be teaching us something and you'll hear somebody go, I'm back. Somebody else go, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. It's kind of comical at first, but it really gives you an indicator of when you've left, when you've gone somewhere else with your thoughts, because it happens all the time. And you'll notice that in your experiment with yourself if you haven't seen it already. But just start by saying, I'm back. Tip number 3, use your devices wisely. Find that narrow line between being present and taking a visual recording. Because you know, any of us who've been on vacation before, sometimes we get so caught up in taking photos, we forget to really enjoy and immerse ourselves in the experience. My friend Martha does this really well. She loves to take photos and video of nature and of buildings and of interesting things that she sees around the world. But she is amazing to watch because she'll stop and she'll see something. and then she'll go and record it. She never goes on autopilot where she's just having to take pictures of all these things so that she can impress people. In fact, that's not even what she does. She just takes them for herself and watches them again later, because she really appreciates the beauty of things and wants to record that for herself. And I think that that's a beautiful way to be in the moment. The other thing I want to say before we close out here is just that, you know, while I was doing this, I went to a garden and I was taking some videos and taking some photos of this gorgeous sunset and all of these things around me, and I was really enjoying them and being in the moment, and I decided to take this video of the garden that I was in. And as I was walking forward, a garden snake fell down from the vine just a couple of feet in front of me. And it, of course, made for a very funny video. If I'd been afraid of snakes, it would have made for a funnier video, I suppose. But it highlighted for me something that I don't usually think about, which is that we are hardwired to take notice. We have come so far in our evolutionary process, and it's true that in general, unless you're in a tough neighborhood or maybe in a war-torn area, most of us don't need to watch for predators and constantly be on alert. But it actually used to be a safety issue for all of us. And it's something that our brains are hardwired to do. When we take notice, our brains are satisfied. And so I think that's one of the reasons, to be honest, that this is one of the 5 ways to well-being. Our brains are so much happier when we take time to be in the moment and to enjoy and experience and understand all of the beauty and even all of the danger and all of the everything, good and bad, around us. Maybe that's why it's better when we don't judge things and when we don't judge our surroundings and our thoughts, because then we just see it for what it is and we allow ourselves to be present and live. Thanks again for joining us today on The Piece of Persistence. I really can't think of anything more important for us to talk about than to be present and to live life and feel it fully and take notice. I'm glad it's one of the 5 ways to well-being, and I think it's probably the most important one for me. So thank you again for joining us. Thank you to all of our subscribers. I'm so grateful for you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you'll take a moment to do so. If you have any ways to promote presence or keep yourself in the moment and take notice, please share those in the comments and let other people benefit from that wisdom of yours. And don't forget to join us again in 2 weeks when we're going to be covering the 5 ways to well-being number 4, which is keep learning. In the meantime, have a wonderful time taking notice, and I look forward to seeing you again on The Piece of Persistence in 2 weeks.